And I'd love to say thanks to all the staff, because I know there's a lot of you that all put this together. But obviously, mostly I want to thank all of you. You are this organization. It's that simple. You've been at this since 1979. 1979. That was like last year. So 44 years now, this has been going on. It's all we can do. And so for me, as most of you probably know, several months ago, I announced that I'm going to be retiring myself this summer. And so that's in process. But the best part of my job for the last 6.5 years has been going to health fairs. And I've been to many of yours. I've been to almost all of them. And no single fair is like any other fair. If you've been to one, you've only been to one. So I encourage you to go to others because they're really fun. And they, you guys know what they're like. They're just of the community. They're of service. It's the most pure gifting thing that you guys do to the community. And my job has been to look ahead and try to figure out where can we take this organization so that we have an even bigger impact. Well, you've heard some of that today, like with Helping Hand and telehealth. But this summer we'll also start providing children's vaccines at schools around the state. I don't know if you know this, and Ed, you might have better statistics than me, but I read this year that Colorado is 7th from the bottom in children's vaccines for measles. We're below 90% vaccinated now, and so this has become a huge public health issue. And guess which organization the state called upon to do this because of the vaccine work we've been doing for the last 2.5 years. And so we've now run over 700 vaccine clinics in addition to all the health fairs, in addition to the telehealth, and in addition to all the education that Lee and her team and all the rest of our teams put out into the community. So we're trying, number one question I got this year, what happened to the 9?
It's a popular question.
Yeah, a lot of people asked it in a lot of different ways. What happened to the 9 is that for 40 years, we've been the 9 News Health Fair. Everybody, including our own board members, call us the 9 News Health Fair. We're actually the 9 Health Fair. And we were never, for the first 7-8 years, we were started and run by 9 News back then, and then turned into a nonprofit in 1987, I think it was. And at that point, we started collecting donations and the like. But everybody still thinks, even to this day, that we are 9 News and we don't need donations. Well, that's not true. We try to subsidize as much of what we do as possible to make it even more affordable. But the other thing is that we realize that health is happening every moment of every day. And we want to be there to try to instill and encourage preventive health all the time. Not just one morning a year and then you put the report on the shelf and you forget that you had low vitamin D and next thing you know you're depressed. That's sort of what happened to me with my vitamin D. Don't worry about it. I learned what happens when you're low vitamin D. So we're trying to be there to educate folks year-round, to connect with them, encourage them to be healthy year-round. Part of that is knowing your numbers. Part of that is connecting with a doctor when you need it, not when you don't. And being able to ask questions and learn about health along the way. So that's what we are now and why we changed the name to 365. And so I hope you will carry this forward and go back into your communities and help people remember, if they don't know, teach them about the value of preventive health. That's our mission, and that's what we all set out to do and why you do the hundreds of hours that you do. So we know we can keep bad things from happening for people. And that makes all the difference in life. And so I leave you with that that wish to carry this on and to keep pulling people into what you're doing. Preventive health fell off a cliff during the pandemic. It just plummeted. And 65% of people avoided going to the doctor if they were uninsured. We can change that. We can get everybody to a doctor that needs it. we can get everybody screened that needs it, and we can help people live long and healthy. So may you all live long and prosper. And thank you for this journey. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you around.